Hello, welcome back to Little Kodaks. Today I'm going to be replacing this piece of leatherette on my Kodak Instamatic 800 camera. This guy is all shrunk up here in the corner. It's peeling up, and it's shrunk up in this corner, and it's also peeling up here. So I do not like this at all. It is looking pretty bad. When you look at the back, you can see right here it's all crunched up and it has just shrunk. So I'm going to take my Kodak Instamatic 800, and as you can see, the rest of it looks pretty good except this part on the back. So we are going to go ahead and get that replaced. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to just remove it. You can see that guy was barely on there. All out of shape. Super old little piece of vinyl there. So get rid of that guy. We're going to replace it with this, which is a leather look vinyl sticker. So what I'm going to do before I get started with putting it on is I need to clean this all up, and the easiest way to do that is to remove the door completely. It has two screws right down here. I'm going to remove those, and our door will come off. This is what those guys look like. They're pretty small. Put that off to the side. Get the other one removed. Now with the two screws removed, there's this piece that comes off, and this kind of controls that door closure. So when it closes, there's a little knob right here that it pushes on so the camera knows the door is closed. Alright, so we'll put that aside, and then the door just kind of lifts off and pulls out. Now you have to be careful. If you remove this door, there's a little piece of metal here that kind of centers it on the hinge. So there's the hinge, that little piece of metal pops up under there and keeps our door kind of centered. It would probably work without it, but it's on there for a reason, I'm sure. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that aside. So there's our Instamatic 800 with the door removed. We're going to put this guy aside while we work on the door. So this is pretty heavy duty. Looks like it's made with a couple different pieces of metal here, and it's a pretty thick piece of aluminum. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting this glue off of here. So sit back and enjoy while I do all the work. So first thing I'm using here is some nail polish remover, because that should pick this right up, which it looks like it is doing. You can kind of see here is the cleanest part that I've gone over a couple times, and the rest of it still has that glue on there. So I'm going to keep going and hit this a couple times until I get all of that old gunk. It's kind of sticky, all that removed off of there before we get started. Alright, so I have this guy all cleaned up. You can see there's no more glue on there. This is just that bare metal. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this with some isopropyl alcohol just to get any remnants of any other chemical off there. And then we will go ahead and get to work on our new leatherette. Alright, I am going to let this guy dry off real good so that there's no other wet chemical anywhere on this. And then we are going to go ahead and put our new sticker on the back, and it'll be good as new. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. Our piece is all dry. Feels nice. And here comes the fun part. So we have our piece of leather looking vinyl. We're going to peel this off of its backing, and we are going to put it right on top. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all these edges, and that's where I'll be cutting. The top here has it kind of curves around, so when I get to that, it might be a little bit tricky. Probably do is take a little toothpick here. Help that around these edges, because I know there's a little curve here. So I'll do my best to try to find those grooves. All right. So I'll cut this part off, and then we'll work on that curve. And I'll cut the window out first. The corners are always kind of tricky, so I'll hit those a little bit extra. see if we can peel this up. All right, step one is done. We have our window cut out. It's looking good. All right, so now we're gonna go around the outside edges here. Remove some of that excess off of there. Alright, we'll move on to this corner. Alright, now the final part that we have to worry about is this top piece that kind of curves over. Alright, so far it's looking really nice. We have the curve kind of curves down there. Alright, so let's work on this last bit. Push that on there pretty good. So we have a curve up. Now it goes into a corner piece here. And the little edges there. So we'll start here. If I can get this loose, I can work on the detail. Alright, so we are 99% of the way. Alright, we got that corner. One corner left. All right. So we are done. We have all of our excess vinyl out of the way. I'm just gonna make sure we are stuck good in all of our grooves here. And there you have it. We have replaced the back cover for our Instamatic 800 camera. Okay, let's put the door back on and we'll see how she looks. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we'll get our little angled piece of metal. I'm gonna put it this way because it kind of hooks on. Get that right in place there. We'll get our little door latch going. Okay, and it's just 2 screws and then we're done. And there she is. Our Kodak Instamatic 800 camera with the back leatherette replaced. Looks just about good as new. If you liked my video, please hit the like button down below. I'd love it if you could subscribe. It really helps our channel out. And until next time, have a great day.